Here we go. Here's Johnny. MG, Hashem, Rich Bruner. I see you beat Jill here tonight. How you doing? Ryan, how's it going? George, no nicknames here. Cool Beans, Rackpar, Hallmark Trades, cool. Double A. Mo Fish, what's happening? Jill, hey James, the best Bruner has arrived. All right. I don't know. We were talking a little bit a while ago. Rich didn't seem to think so. I did. She's slacking. Johnny B, what's happening? All right. Let's jump in. Let's get ready to go. It is Thanksgiving Thursday night. What am I, insane? Of course I am. I have nothing better to do. This is my life nowadays. So I promise to be here every night. Dashell, happy Thanksgiving. To you and the family, thank you. We had a blast, ate too much as usual. Now, like I said, I committed to be here every single night until the end of the year. So I'm pretty good at it. I only missed 5 days. Okay, 1, I was sick as a dog. 2, I had to bring someone to the emergency room. Cut me some slack. And then 3, we lost to the hurricane that came right over the house. Okay, yeah, it was rather interesting, I must say. But here's the thing. I committed to be here, so I'm here. It's Thanksgiving. Let's see what we can do, and let's go and take a look. Happy Thanksgiving to you and the family. Thank you, Dashell. Wonderful, wonderful. That being said, let's start off where we ended up yesterday. But before we do, just to give you a little bit of a background, my name's James. This is Dividend Stock Talk. I invest in dividend stocks for a safe, predictable, consistent 1% weekly return on my money. I'm not just talking 1 or 2 slices of my money. I'm talking the whole enchilada. 98% of my money is invested at all times. Why? Well, because I believe in the American economy. Okay? That's where we are. We live here. We should invest here. Okay? If you can figure out a way to make a decent return, and you too much turkey, I think. Anyway, you're going to need to rely on your investments because it's either going to be you or you're going to give it to someone else. Now, don't think to yourself that you're not going to, because at some point in time, you're going to be in my shoes where you just retired and now this is only income you have coming in. So where's it going to come from? When you stop working, because you have enough money coming in, no matter how you do it, whether you're forced out into retirement, whether you walk out, say, I have enough money, I don't need you no more, or you toe tag out, which means you're done and over with. Can you explain dividends? Anthony, yes, I can. A dividend is basically a portion of the corporation's profits that they give back to the investors. That's us. When we buy and sell stocks, we are the investors, we are the shareholders. Now, there are 2 kinds of companies in the stock market. One, they take all the profits, invest it back into the company for capital growth so that the stock price grows faster. Dividend stock companies don't. They take a portion of the profits and gives it back to the investors, that's you and me, for cash flow. So in 2008, when my 9-year-old daughter jumped on my lap and said, Daddy, can you please teach me what you're doing? Well, to be totally honest with you, I've been trading for 5 years at that time. I had some good success here, not so good here and there. But here's my 9-year-old wanting to learn to do what I do. So it has to be simple, safe, predictable. The income had to be consistent, and there had to be no way she could lose. Because we all know if a 9-year-old little girl starts losing all her money, she's going to cry, Daddy's going to feel like crap, Mama's going to get involved, I'll be sleeping on the couch, even though the couch is comfortable. So your savings invests in companies with dividends. Absolutely. Now, I'm not no, Anthony, I'm not telling you what to do. I'm telling you what I do. Okay, everybody out there, you've got to figure out what works best for you, because at some point in time, you are going to retire, whether you want to admit it or not. Okay, you're going to get old. Your boss is going to say, hey, we got to talk. That never anything good comes after, hey, we got to talk. Anyway, when you retire, your income has to come from somewhere. Okay, it's either going to be Social Security, if you think that's going to be around, or your 401k, whatever that's going to look like, or whatever you plan on doing with your money. You're either going to do it yourself, or you're going to give that responsibility to someone else. And that other person probably does not have your best interest in mind. Okay? So you got to figure it out or give it to someone else. For Phantom, 1966. Thoughts on ARM? Please. He said please, so ARM. Okay. Well, ARM does have weekly options, but I don't know who they are. So I'm going to take a look at Yahoo Finance to see what kind of dividends have they paid. Because I like companies that are consistently profitable. The only way to figure that out is to figure out how much dividends are they paying and are they consistently increasing. Because if you're consistently profitable and your profits are split between the corporation and the investors, well, if you're continuously profitable, well, the dividends are going to increase. Okay, well, let's see what it looks like. Back over to Yahoo Finance. And we're going to put in, what was that one? What stock are we looking at? Don't get old. It's no fun. ARM. Okay. ARM. I'm kind of curious. I've never heard of them. They do have weekly options, one of the prerequisites that I'm looking for. Oh, that's why I never heard of them. There are no dividends in the time period selected. Okay? Terribly sorry. The way I feel about ARM, no dividends, no thank you. Sorry. It's plain simple. Show me how you find out. Anthony, how I find out what? Let's go back to where we were. All right. Calvin Hill joined. Okay. Phantom. Okay, Phantom 1966, ARM is going to be a no, they don't have any dividends. How do you know which one are that way? Anthony, great question. How do you find out? Simple, you ready? What companies have dividends? Anthony, you ready? I hope you got a pencil, piece of paper, crayon, marker, mascara, lipstick. I don't judge. You write with what you have available. You ready? Dividend list number 1. The Dividend Kings. 54 companies that have increased their dividends for 5 decades. That's 50 years. Dividend list number 2. Dividend Aristocrats list 2024. 67 companies that have increased their dividends for more than 25 years. Okay, we're going to get to Dell. Hold up. I'll write Dell down. Dell down. Come on, pen. Dell. All right, Dell is written down. Hold on. List number 2, Dividend Aristocrats. 67 companies have increased their dividends for more than 25 years. List number 3, Dividend Champions 2024. 150 companies that have increased their dividends for 25 years or more. They have a little bit different rules than the Aristocrats, but still 25 years of increased dividends. Not once in a while, but every single year. List number 4, the Dividend Contenders. Okay? The Dividend Contenders have increased their dividends consistently year after year. 10 years to 24 years. Not quite making to the Dividend Champions or the Dividend Aristocrats yet. Last list I have for you, list number 5, Warren Buffett's list. Okay, I like Warren Buffett. I'll do what he does. ASML. Never heard of it. Jessica, how much money should I start with? I have $10,000. Can you give me a little game plan? Jessica, my game plan would be do not invest any money whatsoever. Get what is called a paper trading account. It allows you to test the strategies, test the plans, and not have anything to risk. Okay? Enron, thank you for that. So think about it. It's kind of like playing Monopoly over and over and over again. When you get really good at it, when you really understand it, great. There's a great game called Cash Flow by Robert Kiyosaki. It's a game you play and tells you how to manage money, how to invest. And you make a game out of it. And you keep getting until you get really good at it. So, Jess, my advice was keep coming back, keep asking questions, find something that works for you. I have no idea who you are. I really love to help you out. If you're really serious, you want to talk with me, send me your phone number. I'll give you a call and we'll chat. Okay? Now, there are like 29 people pretending to be me. So you'll see pictures of me, you'll see videos of me, but no one will actually call you but me. So if you send me your number, I will give you a call. If you send it to someone else, they probably won't call you. But there is like 29 people pretending to be me. So take it for what it is. All right, NP Dog. You want to take a look at ASMI. Never heard of it. ASMI. It has no option. So what if it was ASML? That would make more sense, but it's over my price range. It's out of my price range. $677. Oh, ooh, what the hell's that? Uh-oh, my computer's having an issue. That's not good. No, it's not my computer. It might be the TV. Could be the TV. Who knows? All right, so ASML Holdings. Boy, gonna be one of those companies. ASML. Let's check out how often they've increased dividends. Well, they do have dividends for the amount of money they have. $670 a share. Well, let's see what the dividends look like. All right, I'm going to have to say no. Okay, there's no consistency here whatsoever. Well, they pay once a year. That's about it. 2007, not quite 20 years, but look here. $2.84 was the very first dividend. Very next year it was 37. That's a huge drop. So you give a company money, in the very first year they give you a nice fat dividend, $2.84 a share. Okay, great. Well, the next year they're giving you a 37-cent dividend. The year after that, 27. Then 28, 54, 59, 11, 87, and then the 71. To 84 to 81, 115, 124, 239, 117. This is up, down, 209, 419, 140. Yeah, this is all over the place. I'm going to politely say no, thank you. Okay, no consistency whatsoever. All right, and let's go back to, here we go. But if you like it, look at the movement. Okay, a year ago it's at 677. The high of the year was 1100. Really? And now, look what she's doing. Last 30 days. Okay, 30 days ago was the high. Last Wednesday was the low. 3 days up, 2 days back. Yeah, it looks like she's pulling back. It doesn't look like something I want to get into. 684. So right now at the money, 684, 685 is going for 680, right around 1%. That's all you're getting. That's a lot of money for just 1%. In my humble opinion, of course. Some people have that kind of money. I don't, but it is what it is. S-I-N-T. Anthony, really? S-I-N-T? Never heard of it. S-I-N-T. Yeah. It has no options. No thank you. Oh. Sergio wants to take a look at Dell. Interesting. Dell had a big down day recently. Well, let's check it out. Okay, I'm having a little bit of an issue with my coloration here. Display and brightness. How the hell did that happen? There we go. That's much better. Oops. There we go. Much better. Much brighter. All right. Dell. All right. A year ago, Dell is at 73.84. Bottomed out in December at 65.73. Look at the big jump up. It jumped 150% to 179.28, and that was back at the end of May. Okay. Here's our 90-day bottom, 86.93. Greetings, Doc. How you doing? Okay. Check out that run up. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Now she's coming back down again. Well, look at the big drop that happened on Wednesday. Okay, look at that big drop right here. Here's our 30-day bottom on the 29th. That was about almost a month ago. All good. All right. Nice to hear that, Doc. Okay. 30 days ago, there's the bottom right there at 119. Shoots up, pulls back, shoots up. Here's our 30-day top Monday, just 2 days ago. There's the top right there. 147.66. Big gap down. What was this big gap down for? I'm kind of curious. Was it, let's see if it was earnings report. 26th. Tuesday. Oh, that's it right there. After hours. See, wait. I'll go over this way. Dell had an earnings report on Tuesday after the market closed. So Wednesday, I'm assuming they had bad news because the stock dropped from 142 all the way down to 124. Well, that's a big drop. Okay, so what's going to happen next? Now, we've seen this happen a lot this year. And this is just my opinion because, I got a little bit of friction on this one, where the stock is up here at 142. The market maker gets some news, and then he drops the price. Now, did he drop the price that extreme to drum up all this volume? Because let's take a look at a different chart that actually gives you more information. Okay, let's get out of there. Okay, now, do you see the blue lines down here at the bottom? This is your average daily volume. Okay, and that's right around 5.6 million. Okay, about 5.6 million average daily volume. All right, so what happened here on Tuesday? See it right there? Tuesday. Okay, Tuesday, they got bad news after hours. So Wednesday, the market maker drops the price dramatically. Now, is that a realistic thing to do? I mean, yeah, I know that the earnings has some effect on it, but is this, in your opinion, is this justifiable? Because all things being equal, the volume shouldn't have changed unless the market maker did something drastic to drop the price down so far, in my opinion, it's over-exaggerated, okay, to drum up this volume. Now, what does that mean? Well, to you and me, it doesn't really mean a whole heck of a lot. But take a look. Now, just go with me here for a second. If the average volume is around 5.6 million, and the market maker averages 2 to 3 cents per share, that trades 2 or 3 cents per share. Whoops, right here. So on average, let's get the calculator out. Was it 5? Is that right? Yeah, 5.6 million. 5.6 million shares trade on average. What is this math? Noli, now hold on a second. I'm just showing you my opinion. This is just my opinion on the over-exaggeration of the market maker, and that's why Dell dropped so much. Just, go with me here for a second. If an average day is 5.6 million shares traded, and the market maker makes 3 cents per share, okay, multiply it by 0.03, the market maker is making $168,000 a day. Okay, maybe there's more than one market maker. Alrighty. So when the market maker does this big huge drop, look at the amount of shares that traded. 38 million. Now just bring that calculator up one more time, and we're going to go 38 million. Multiply that by the 3 cents a share that the market maker makes. That's 1.1 million. Okay, you like that one? $1.1 million the market maker made on Wednesday. Okay? So if the market maker averages 168,000 a day, all of a sudden he's making 1.1 million because he has this little piece of paper saying that they missed their earnings. Does that sound logical to you? Because it doesn't sound logical to me. Just because the company had bad news, why is it that the market maker 10 times his income on that day? Think about it. See, look at the bottom. Okay, numbers don't lie. Okay, the average volume is about 5-6 million. That's the average day. So why is this day, Wednesday, volume all the way up to 38 million? That's a huge jump from 5 million to 38 million. And are those buyers or are those sellers? Are people panicking, getting rid of it at a lower price? Or is it bargain hunters buying at a lower price? It's an interesting way of looking at it. What we do know is averages around 5.6 million on an average day. They got a piece of paper saying they missed their earnings. Boo-hoo. Now they're getting 10 times the amount of money. That sounds manipulated to me. But what do I know? All right, let's get back to where we were, sidetracked. It bothers me when something like that happens because I feel like I'm being taken advantage of. So yeah, if I can come up with a strategy that makes me 50% a year, fine, I'm okay with it. To a certain degree, of course. All right, so Dell, I would like to find out, because we've seen this like 3 or 4 times already this year where the market maker over-exaggerates the drop and then the volume spikes up 10 times. Well, what usually happens? Well, what usually happens is the stock goes back up and starts to fill in this hole. And it goes back to wherever we think is normal. Because you and I, we're the ones who create this mess. The market maker, he just draws a line in the sand and say, hey, this is where we're starting today. That's it. This is where we're starting today. So on Wednesday, he said, well, we got bad news, so we're starting down here today. I'm still watching. Noli. All right, Osman. Now, you asked me to take a look at something. What was it, Noli? Let's take a look. The math, look at the shirt. Never mind, don't. MVM, never mind. Okay, yeah. Greetings. All kind of nasty stuff. All right, you have any questions, just blurt them out. I'll get to them as quick as I can. All right, so that's Dell. I would buy it just because of that big drop. And look at the options. Currently at 124.80, the 125 is going for 240. That's a little bit less than 2%. And the question you need to ask yourself is, do I like Dell? And do I like Dell at this price, even though the market maker is pulling these shenanigans? Just my opinion. All right, next on the list, what companies have dividends? All right, Anthony, I gave you that list. All right, Sergio, we did that already. And we already did that one. All online, Anthony. Yeah, you should be able to get that online. Go right to Google search, Dividend Kings List 2024, Dividend Aristocrats List 2024. Enron, how you doing? All right, we looked at all those. Jerry Jones, thank you for that, sir. Maximus Decimus, happy Thanksgiving to you too, sir. Jessica, thank you, you're welcome. Even scammers work on holidays. Kivo Gmo, hey, thank you. Okay, I'm going to take that as a compliment, I guess. I don't know. At least I'm in your head thinking, what is this guy doing? Syntex. What the heck is that, Anthony? Let's take a gander at it. S-I-N-T-X. S-I-N-T-X. Now, Anthony, you don't mind if I say I've never heard of it. If I've never heard of it, it's probably going to be a no. Can't find the ticker symbol. Nah, I got scammed while I was selling lemonade. That's terrible. All right, Anthony, you actually got to give me the ticker symbol because that's not a ticker symbol. Let's keep on going. What do we have? Amir, which are the best companies to invest in for weekly dividends, please? All right. I had to go back and find that question. All right. Amir Shah, how are you today? Which are the best companies to invest for weekly dividend? Please let us know. Okay, Amir, I really can't tell you what to invest in. Basically, what I do here is you guys suggest stocks for me to look at. Okay, these are all the stocks for this week to take a look at. I take a look at them. I read the charts. I give you my opinion. I do a little bit of fancy math. If this is what I'm buying it for, this is what I'm selling it for, this is what I could be bringing in. It's just an example. Every once in a while, I will show you my actual trades and go from there. All right. Parade Diamonds? Parade Diamonds. Parade Animal. Okay. What about AMD? Isn't that Advanced Micro Devices? That's a no. SONTX, we looked at that. EL. All right. Pad Daddy, EL, Estee Lauder. I actually have some Estee Lauder still. Look, and she's slowly coming back up again. Nice. All right. Now, quickly. First thing I'm always looking for anytime I look at any stocks, it's always the same. Where is the high? I look for 5 things. Number 1, where is the high of the year? Number 2, where is the low of the year? Number 3, where was it a year ago? Number 4, where is it now? And number 5, just take your finger, trace along. What's the direction? Up, down, up, down, up. Okay, simple, easy. Even a 3rd grader could do it. That being said, once we take a look at that, nothing's at extreme, fine. Let's go over to the numbers and see exactly what kind of a trade I can do doing a safe, predictable, consistent 1% a week. I only show one trading strategy here, only one. Now, at 74.50, the 75s are going for 120. That's over 1%. The 74s are going for 155. That's also over 1%. Now, the 74s are a safer trade, and you still get the 1%. The 75, it's not as safe of a trade, but it does make a higher rate of return. But here's the thing. At 74, the stock doesn't have to go anywhere. It can stay exactly where it is. It can even come down a little bit, and you'll still make your money off of it. We literally can see it. It's too far. Okay. So that being said, me personally, I'd go for the 74 because I want safety. Okay, I want safety. I don't really care for accumulation, because that's not what I'm looking for. All right, the high of the year, 160. The bottom of the year, 61.85. Look at the last 90 days. Okay, same 5 things. High, low, where was it? Where is it? What direction? Down, up, down, up. Cool. That works. So let's get in a little bit tighter look at the last 30 days, because 30 days ago gives me a better idea where the stock's going to go next. Well, if your 30-day high's here at 92.50 and your 30-day bottom's here and she's steady going to the upside, well, that kind of makes sense. But what does it normally do this time of year? For that, we look at the seasonality chart, something totally new. Let's open up all the way as far as we can go. Let's take a look at the big view. Now, this is a seasonality chart. All the way to the left is January 1st. All the way to the right, December 31st. This looks at the whole year. The blue line is the movement this year so far. The blue dot right here, that was yesterday. Now the red line, that's 10 years worth of data. That's 2014, 2015, 2016, 17, 18, 19, so on and so forth, the whole 10 years. This is the average movement. Look at what happens in the fourth quarter. Fourth quarter from here to here, it's a nice steady upward trend. So if it continues to do that, it would be a great trade for a covered call, calendar spread, a regular spread, buy the stock, sell the option, all that kind of nicey stuff. It really got to know what trading strategy you want to do. Now for me, Simple, safe, predictable, consistent, no way to lose. I'm looking at the covered call. I buy the stock, I sell the option, let somebody else buy it from me for the exact same amount of money I just paid for it. I collect a premium. The premium is usually 1% or more than the whole transaction. And that's what I'm trying to do. If I put up $10,000, I want to get $100. You know, in the week, 1% every week, 50% a year. That's what I'm looking for. Okay, Anthony, Sontax, SONTX. I actually need to have the what do you call it? The ticker symbol. So let's go back to here. Let's get out of this. Now, I'm going to quickly show you how to do a covered call using this. Now, this is Thinkorswim. If you don't have Thinkorswim, you might be able to follow along with the strategy. It's simply buying a stock at the current price as it opens up first thing in the morning. It's called a market order on the open. As soon as it fills, sell a covered call at the exact same price you just paid for it or close to it. So right now, with the stock being $74.50, the closest one is the 74 or the 75. It's kind of like stuck in the middle. You know, stuck in the middle with you. Yes, I'm stuck in the nothing else I can. Anyway, I think it was that Paul McCartney. I think it was Paul McCartney and Wings. So between the 74 and the 75, well, one's paying $155, one's paying $120. But what are you walking away with? That's the important thing. What am I walking away with? All right, that being said, let's do one. First, I want to do is I want to change this from single down to the coverage stock. There's so many trading strategies we can do. This seems to be the simplest and the safest. So if I'm going to buy it at 74, okay, here we go. I just want to do one contract, okay, at the market so it fills first thing in the morning. Now, when I'm jumping into a new position, I like to do a covered call trade. That's buying stock and selling the option at the exact same time. That's 2 trades with 1 commission. That works for me. Otherwise, if you own a stock already, yeah, then you just sell a single option against it. All right, so let's see what it looks like. You ready? Here's what it sounds like. Buy 1 covered call of EL, Estee Lauder, okay, 6 December 24. That's this coming Friday. Not tomorrow, but next Friday. We're going to be into December next week. The $74 call strike against the EL stock at the market to open. Okay, great. What's my maximum profit? $214. See, it tells me everything right here. This is the name of the trade. Okay, this is the trade. Now, if I like it, I'll hit this button here. It says send, and it sends it right to the market maker, and he will fill it instantaneously if it's a market order. If it's a limit order, then he'll fill it when he's ready to, so to speak. Okay, so the maximum profit is $214. Now, when I say simple, safe, predictable, I want to know exactly what I'm getting before I do it. Okay, so I'm retired. I don't feel like going back to work, but I am responsible. Okay, I am 100% responsible for my own finances, my own investments. I don't pass along any other information about my personal self to any fund manager or anything like that. I am my own fund manager. Okay, I'm looking to get a nice return on consistency. All right, so the profit here is $214. Let's get the calculator out again. All right, 214 is the profit for this one contract. And how much is the one contract costing? $7,186. So I divide it by 7,186, and that gives me a grand total of 2.97. That's almost 3% for 1 week. But the big question is, it's like 4 or 5 questions. Okay, number 1, does it make sense? Number 2, do I like Estee Lauder? Number 3, do I like Estee Lauder at this current price, $74.50? And am I okay with holding on to Estee Lauder as long as I need to for it to hit my target? Well, right at this moment in time, my target is only $74. All right, let's go back and take a look at that chart again. Get out of there. Get out of there. Get out of here. Right there. And go back to here. All right. So back to the chart again. 30 days ago, we were at the high, 92.50. Well, and she had a big drop. That big drop, and then she kept going lower and lower and lower. Finally got it right here on the 11th of the 12th, somewhere in that area. Now she's going to the upside. Well, great. Well, look at this big gap here. Gaps have a tendency to fill. Now, Estee Lauder hasn't been this low in a long, long time. So ask yourself a question. If I like Estee Lauder, am I willing to buy it at the bottom as she's turning around going up? Well, at some point, you can argue with me all you want, but at some point you are going to have to agree with me that there's a bottom somewhere. Well, at this moment in time, it's right there. Okay, you may not call it the bottom. You may want 2 or 3 or 4 weeks of upward movement. And then, well, there's the bottom. Okay, but look, the bottom was here, the 11th, slow upside, and it looks like it's going to fill in this gap right here. And this gap is all the way up to 87.50. That's a long way to go for the next couple of weeks until she finally gets back to this trading range that was over here. Alrighty, that being said, CJ, I see you place a lot of orders for covered calls for the next day. Any concern that the price moves pre-market? Well, yes and no. Before I retired, I'd place my trades before the market opened. I cross my fingers and hope everything works out. Or nowadays, well, I'm actually on my computer when the market opens. So I have a choice. Do I wait for the market to open and then check the new numbers? Or do I just put the order there and just fly by the seat of my pants? To be 100% honest with you, a little bit of both. Sometimes I sit in front of my computer, and sometimes I just wing it. Because I'm at that point in my life where money doesn't have the same meaning as it used to have. Okay, when you're a child and adolescent, you don't know anything about money. Okay, when you're in grade school and then junior high, you don't really know that much about money. But high school, yeah, it starts to dawn on you. Get out of high school, get into college, and then you're a young adult, yeah, it has a different meaning. Well, after retirement, totally different outlook on money. I would prefer to hang out with my kids and my grandson, which I got to hang out with them today. It was fun. It was wonderful. My son is like the ringmaster. Okay? Seriously. There's like so much chaos going at my son's house because it's my son, his fiance, my grandson, and then it's their roommates because they have roommates. And then they have their significant others. And then they have all the friends come over. Then we have my sons, my 2 sons and my daughter, and then their significant others. And there's like maybe 16 people in my son's tiny little 1,300 square foot house. It ain't that big, but there's a lot of people in there, a lot of chaos going on. It's fun. It's like unorganized chaos, and my son thrives on it. We call him the ringmaster. It's kind of like a circus. Anyway, guidance, how are you doing today? Master Goins, Elsa, okay. Sounds like fun. CJ, it was lots of fun. Oh, anytime that there's a party at my son's house, I always go. Seriously, I do. I think it's great that he invites me, Hey, let's invite my dad. He has wild stories to tell. Life is fun and exciting for fun and exciting people. All right, anyway, that's Estee Lauder. I actually own some Estee Lauder, just to let you know. And yeah, I owned it before this big, huge drop. Okay, so yeah, my purchase price is way up here, but I still sell covered calls. I think the covered call I'm selling now is either I think it's a $77.50 for this week. So I'm going to have to take a look at it because I have no intention on selling my Estee Lauder until it gets back up to where I purchased it at. CJ! What the heck is CJ? Or is CJ just chatting with someone? CJ has no option. That's going to be a no. AMD. Peridi animal? Yeah, no. Aaron, Mickey D's. Okay, Mickey D's. Interesting. They had that interesting scenario happen a little while ago. Remember I told you there's two things that happen to a stock to make a stock. Stocks move for two reasons. 8 views. That's is what it is. This is not the only channel I got. I got 7 channels going, so I'm not really worried about the thin views on YouTube. And it is Thanksgiving. Who the hell wants to listen to me on Thanksgiving evening? I don't know. So I committed myself to be here, so I'm here. So let's do this. Mickey D's. All right. First thing I want to see, where's the high? Where's the low? Where was it? Where is it? What's the direction? Up, down, up, down. Now she's going up. She's bouncing right there. That's where I want to take a look. Is what it is. Okay. So from there, let's take a look at the numbers. Right now, $298 is the current price. The closest strike price to $298 is going to be the 300. Well, the 300 is going for 46 cents. Now, do you really want to buy it at 300 and only get a 46-cent premium? No, that premium should be $3. No, buy McDonald's. Some companies just don't pay good premiums. ET, Energy Transfer. Ugh, Energy Transfer. Now, I used to trade Energy Transfer. I don't anymore, and there's several reasons why. Number one, well, it's at the high of the year now, so that's an automatic no. Number two, look at the premiums. If I buy it at 1951, I can sell the 1950s, not get 1%. So that's not good. But then look, you go 2 strikes out, and then you get in zeros. No. It's just like, when you see, all right, hold on a second. Okay. See down here, 3 strikes, and you have premiums, okay? Third strike out to 2050, okay? You're getting 2 cents. Look at Dell, okay? Look at all these premiums. At 125, you're getting 240. 126, you're getting 2. 127, you're getting 165. It's over 1%. The 128, over 1%. The 129, just under 1%. Okay, the 130, 0.75%. So there's a huge difference in the premiums. You will break the monitor. Yeah. See, I like the monitors, yeah. Is what it is. All right. So, Mickey D's, no. Energy Transfer, no. Big Paul, how are you doing? Neil, how are you? YE. What the heck is YE? J-Bucks 40, what's happening? YE. Nothing there at YE. AVGO. Oh. Master Guens. Lasage. Okay. What do I think about BTCBR? Is that a Bitcoin thing? BTCBR. That's no. Sorry, dude. AVGO. Okay, AVGO 159, the 161s, the 162s. Cool. Plenty of money there. Okay. Look, first thing. 161, the 162s, 234. That is well over 1%. I say over 1.5%. Well, great. Let's take a look. Here's the high right there. Here's the low right there. Look at the movement. Up, down, up, down. Doesn't look too good here. Doesn't look too good there. Okay, what do we got? Did you hate Philippines or love them? Neil, I have no idea what that means. I had an interesting question there. Oh, no, just an observation. All right, that being said, AVGO, let's take a gander at it. Looks like we have a triple top. A triple top. You don't know. Okay, triple top right here. 185, 184. Once in June, once in October, and once in November. Well, that's what you want to call resistance when a stock refuses to go up into the 190 area. Here's your resistance. Where is she now? Here's the last 90 days. Look, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Now, she's keep going down, but check out right here. Let's zoom in a little bit closer. Last 30 days. Okay? Here's your 30-day high. Here's your 30-day bottom. You got your profit taking, and that's going to be done when it's done. So I look, this is one, we'll take a look at this one next week also, because what we're looking for is 2 days to the upside. Once you get to the bottom, well, it could be here. It could be tomorrow. It could be Monday. It's going to continue dropping until it stops. That's why you get that old saying, the trend is your friend right to the end. See, look, it was trending up, then it stopped. Trending down, then it stopped. Trending sideways, now she's going back down again. It's going to continue to go down until it's done going down. So I'm going to write AVGO for next week. It's already written down for next week. Okay. Alrighty. What's next on the list? Kyle, PWR. What can you tell me? Can you tell me why MMTLP has been halted for 2 years now due to corrupt FINRA? Sorry, dude. Never heard of it. PWR. Yeah, that's a no. Okay, Kyle, this is a monthly options. Okay, I don't do monthly options because the numbers just don't work for me. If you like them, more power to you. I never tell people what to buy. I never tell people what not to buy. I will try to say, what the hell are you thinking when you're buying stupid shit? In my opinion, of course. CJ, are you still watching? But don't look. James, is YouTube. You guys having conversation behind my back. Really don't care, but, keep it to yourselves. Anyway. All right. Okay, I know nothing about MMTLP. MMTLP. Meta Materials, no options. That's going to be a no. AVGO, we already looked at that one. What's that mean, bro? I have no idea what you're talking about. What does what mean? Now, you got to remember, when I'm answering these questions, you ask them, and then I go to them as fast as I can. I got 6 channels going. So keeping up with all 6 is not the easiest thing in the world. So I try to answer every single question. I just can't get to them as soon as you'd like me to. All right, we already looked at AVGO. Okay? And can we check out AMD? Okay, AMD is Advanced Micro Devices. No dividends, no thank you. Okay, AMD's a no. Kohl's, now that's one I like. I like Kohl's. Sweetie Swag! Did you cover Kohl's? Nope, not yet. And if it is going to tank, something about the CEO left. Yes, I heard that also. The CEO left. They got a new CEO. What is he going to do? Okay? How many stores does Kohl's have? Are they really in jeopardy of losing? I don't know. These are interesting questions. Now, I do have a whole bunch of Kohl's. Let's take a look. KSS. All right. Here we go. First thing I always want to see. Where's the high? Right here in April. Where's the bottom? Well, that was Tuesday. A year ago, we're at 23. She shoots up to 29, drops all the way down to about 14. I want to take a look right here, see what's happening in the last 90 days. Now, like I said, I do have some Kohl's. Last 90 days, here we go. She was going sideways for a bit, then dropped, and then she tanked right down to here. The new bottom right there. Yesterday was an up day, so what's going to happen tomorrow? I like 2 days to the upside before I jump into anything. Now, I did buy some Kohl's after this big drop. The reason I bought them is because I already have some Kohl's at 23.23, which is not even on the screen because it goes as high as 21.50. And I'm into it at 23. Well, thank you for that, Neil. All right, so the big drop, yeah, I bought some. Again, same scenario. Look what happened. Look at the volume. Okay, yeah, they missed earnings. Big deal. Big volume spike. This guy made, again, The market maker made a huge amount of money just because of a little bit of bad news. All right, so, and as I said, I do own some. So we have the bottom was Tuesday. Wednesday was a little higher. No trading today, but tomorrow's only a half day. So let's see what happens tomorrow. Because Kohl's could be another contender for Monday. I think I do have it written down for Monday. Well, it's written down now. All right, so that was Kohl's. All righty. Happy Thanksgiving, all. Anthony Edwins. Okay, this is Think or Swim. It's owned by Charles Schwab, big trading house. Okay, we already did Kohl's. No reply. What website is that? It's Think or Swim. Donald, what's your take on ACHR? Up $5.20 last month. ACHR. Archer Aviation. Yeah, hell no. Dude, it's at the high of the year. Okay? If you honestly think it's going to go up higher, it's your money. You do what you want with it. Me, I like consistency and predictability. I like people who have habits that are consistent and easy to track. This right here, that reminds me a lot of the gold rush back in the 80s, where it just was 250, then it jumped up to 850. Huge jump. But it took the people who bought up here 30 years just to break even. So, yeah, I'm a little leery when I see something like this. Okay? Now, I'm into this for consistent, predictable 1% per week. Okay? This is all ripe for profit taking. So if you bought it a couple of weeks ago down here at the $3 area and now it's at $8.08, let me tell you one thing, or two things. Number one, it ain't a profit until you take it. So if you're here and now it's here and you don't take that profit, that's on you. Number two, nobody ever went broke taking profits. Yeah, you could sell, take your profits, and it could shoot up. It could. But that's a risk you're going to have to take. So you have a risk either way. Okay? You're risking at this moment that this is the high it will ever get. And then it could drop down to nothingness. It could. Also, it could double, triple, quadruple. Either way, there's risk. So it's all up to you. What do you want to do? What do you think is right? Me, I've never seen it before. I would never buy it because I'm looking for 2 decades of increased profits. Okay, ACHR. ACHR. Let's see what kind of dividends Archer Aviation has. No dividends at all. So you're strictly looking at a company for capital appreciation, which means the stock is here and it shoots up and it keeps on going. Well, definitely in the wrong place, dude. That's not what I'm looking for. I'm not looking for stocks to go up. I'm looking for stocks that stay steady and continuously increase their dividends through their profits. That's what I'm looking for. Thank you for showing. No nickname. Joe Wiggins. Dell is up 76% for the year. Yeah, I got that. Now, I've bought in Dell many times. I'm not looking for the 67% that Dell is up this year. Because did Dell do 67% last year? Don't know. I'm looking at nothing. Well, alrighty for you. All right. Archer Aviation. Neil, okay. All right, so what else are we looking at? Kohl's we already did. Dell we already did. Sequoia. Okay, isn't that a tree? How do you not have FOMO? I sold my first covered call this week and the stock ended up going up quite a bit and I felt bad that I missed the upside. FOMO. What the heck is FOMO? It has no options. Well, that's how I can't be in it. Okay, no options, no thank you. No dividends, no thank you. It's really simple. No dividends, no thank you. Fear of missing out. Yeah, there you go. Okay. I have no idea which one you're talking about. All right. Okay, we already looked at AVGO. Sequoia, you really got to give me the ticker symbol. Let's just play here. All right, Osen, we'll do that. Meta and Adobe. Meta's going to be a no because they don't have 20 years of increased dividends. What can we expect from Griff Nifty today? No idea. Never heard of them. If I've never heard of it, it's not a company I want to look at. There's 9,753 companies available to choose from. Fine, take your pick. I look at about 300 because there's only about 300 that have 20 years or more, 2 decades, 20 years or more of increased dividends. That means every year they're profitable over and over and over again. And the profits just get higher and higher and higher. Those are the companies I want to invest in. That's it. There's 9,753. Well, that's a whole shitload that I'm not even bothering with. If it doesn't meet my criteria, no thank you. 2 decades of increased profits and weekly options. That's my only 2 criteria. That's it. And then the chart tells me whether or not it's the right time to jump in or not. It's really simple. Adults have a tendency to make it complicated. Fear of missing out means fear of missing. Yeah, I get that. I guess I was asking what happens when these stocks go up and you miss the gains because of the covered call. All right, CJ. There's an old saying. You can't have your cake and eat it too. Okay? So you're going to have a choice. Are you looking for capital appreciation? That's where you buy a stock down here and it goes up. Great. You're in the wrong place. That's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for safety, predictability, simplicity, and consistency. That's what I'm looking for. I am retired. I could go back to work if I wanted to, but I have no desire to. I'm having too much fun. I'm actually enjoying my life at the moment. A lot more so than I did when I was working. But, it comes with a trade-off. Oh, CJ can understand you, then how? How? I'm not quite sure what you mean by it. You have to be more specific with some of your questions. You want a good life? Ask good questions. You want a better life? Ask better questions. You want an excellent life? Ask excellent questions. If you ask a general question, you're going to get a general life. Average. Okay? Ask a better question. Meta, no. Adobe, ADB. ADB, is that right? Yeah, Adobe. Has no options. No, thank you. What was that? Missed that question. Do you live stream every day? Yes, I do. Every day since the beginning of January. I've only missed 5 days this year. All right. Adobe's a no. Sorry. So Meta, no. Adobe, no. Sorry. What about AVGO? We already looked at that. Okay, Urban Realtor, we already looked at that. Kevy Jean, we've already looked at AVGO. Anthony Edwards, just think of swim. Thanks to the nickname. What website is this? It's not a website. It is a trading platform. Anytime you want to trade a stock, you have to go to a broker or a brokerage in order to be able to trade. It's kind of like your local corner store. Where do you get milk? Well, you go to the corner store. Okay, where do you get a stock? You go to your local broker. Your broker are available online. Let's keep on going. Richie, I missed a question from Richie. FR. Neil, what is FR? Oh boy, where am I? Wow, I missed a lot of these questions. FR means, for real, thank you. I'm old school. You got to explain this kind of weird stuff to me. Why are you selling at the same price you got in it? Anthony, I'm going to answer that question in a little bit. I want to go back to where I was. Wow, I missed all these questions? Holy shit. I'm sorry, I'm going back to see these questions. All right, here we are, right here. What about AVGO? Okay, AVGO, cool. Thinkorswim, cool. All right. Now, all right, here you go. Now I found Richie. How do you feel about day trend trading? Nope, I don't do it. Did you say a bad word? No, I would never do that. Joe Sullivan. Joe Sullivan wants to take a look at QCOM. Okay, Joe, I'm going to take a look at that in a minute. Just give me a couple seconds while I find a pen that freaking writes. Damn it. QCOM. Pencil. You never go wrong with a pencil. All right. Okay, Richie. Day trend trading? No. Sorry. I like to be on 15, 20 minutes and be done and over with. Happy Thanksgiving. Yap about stocks and you know he's broke. Carter, thank you for that. Appreciate the, what do you call it? I forget what you call it. Dividend stocks, okay. Short AVGO. Here we are, right here. How do I feel about that? Okay. John, hope everybody's doing well tonight. Happy Thanksgiving and Black Fridays for tomorrow. Cool beans. Hope you had a good Thanksgiving. I did. Ate a little bit too much, of course. Jay Fuen. Noli awesome. Stop using short form words. Thank you for that. That way I don't have to say it. Thank you very much. Amir, you're welcome. All right. Joe Fan. J Fan, is that right? 86. SINT. What the heck is SINT? SINT. No. Sorry, dude. Has no options. No options. No thank you. Okay. Archer. We already looked at Archer. That was no. 74 what? I have no idea what we're talking about. 74 ASML. We already looked at that one. We can't see well. Okay, Jasmine, I'm not quite sure what you're looking to see. Right. Carter, that was very nice of you. Okay, fine. FU. Okay. Iron Butterfly. Okay. Sweetie Swag. Jasmine, TikTok. Make sure you can clear. Oh, yeah. Thank you for that, Sweetie Swag. Yeah, if you can't see this, or if you can't see these little tiny numbers, this screen, just the screen, is live on YouTube. So you can look at the screen. You can't see all these numbers. Okay, Joseph, you want to take a look at Ford? Just call me Osan. Okay, Osnan? All right. Okay, I wrote Ford down. We'll take a look at Ford in a little bit. Sweetie Swag, I shall thank you. Lady, high year bottom for year last 30 days. Season at same time this year is. Okay. What is that? Finally. Okay, whatever. I can't read that one. What stock are you looking at? AT&T. Oh, here's a good question. Anthony Edwins. Andy Panda, how are you today? Okay, so Anthony, why am I selling at the same price you get it at? The reason being, he said fine but long. I have no idea what that means. Okay, Anthony, why am I buying it at the current market price and selling the covered call at the current market price? Because I really don't care about the stock. I really don't care about the dividend. My concern is this right here, the premium. Okay, so if I buy it at $23.30, at 23, I sell it at 23, and I collect 23 cents. That's 1%. 1% every single week. Okay, 1% every single week is 50% per year, and I'm okay with 50% per year. Okay, Aaron, we looked at Mickey D's EVL. What the heck is EVL? EVL. We'll take a look at that in a little bit. Anthony, I'm not quite sure if you understand that. If I buy it for $100 and I sell it for $100, I'm not making any money out of that, but I am making money on the premium through the covered call. So I'm buying the stock, I am selling the stock to somebody else through what is called a covered call, which uses a call stock option. The call stock option is the premium in which somebody else pays and I receive. So if I buy it at 100, sell it at 100, and the stock stays above 100 come Friday, I make my 1%. That's all I care about. I don't really care whether or not the stock goes up, but I don't want to buy it when it's in a downtrend. I want to buy it when she hits bottom. Let's go zip right into this. Okay? I don't want to buy it at a high. Okay, see, it goes up, it comes down, it goes up. The high, no thank you. When it gets to a high, there's what's called profit taking. People sell it, they take all that profits, and it brings the stock down. Okay, it brings the stock price down, and then it hits the bottom. Well, I don't want to buy it at the bottom because I don't know how far that bottom is. The bottom could actually be right there. That could be the bottom. Okay, go one day. Whoops. Okay. I want to buy it here. After it bottoms out, turns around, starts going back up again. Because down, up. That's all stocks do. They go up, they go down. They go up, they go down. So if you like a good company, okay, I always tell people, find the companies that you like. Let me show you some of the ones that I like. Let's get out of here. Let's go right here. Okay. Here's some of the companies that I like. Okay. Kinder Morgan, Ford, ExxonMobil, Archer Daniels, Nextera, Coca-Cola, KHC, Kraft Heinz, U.S. Steel, Wells Fargo, Apple, Capital One Finance, ConocoPhillips, Pfizer, British Petroleum, Ceres, Citigroup, IBM. You heard of all those companies. Those are the ones that I like. I will take a look at them when they have their dividends. Because when they have their dividends, the stock has a tendency to increase in value. As the stock increases in value, that's where I want to put on a covered call trade. Because it's simple, it's safe, it's predictable, and it's consistent. So that's what I want to do. This is my trading strategy. You guys don't agree? Hey, there's absolutely nothing wrong with it. I'm just sharing with you what I do to get 50% or more every year. Okay, you don't need me for any of this. It's all simple. Okay, ExxonMobil pays a dividend on the 14th. So if I'm going to buy ExxonMobil and I want to take advantage of it going up in value, I'm going to buy it 2 weeks early on a Monday. That's a no. What the blank were you thinking? That's funny. All right, so that being said, let's go back to where we were. And next. Okay, so Anthony, hope that answered the question. Do you recommend investing in dividend stocks for more aggressive growth? No. You're absolutely right. Well, thank you, sir. Toolbox Treasures. I really don't know what it is you're looking to do. Okay, so I don't give people advice on what they should do. I tell you what I do. Okay, I'm 60 years old. I'm retired. I manage my own money. I have X amount of dollars. I invest them using the strategy I'm showing you. I buy a good quality dividend stock. I ran through some of the stocks I like. Okay, Citigroup, Ceres, Ford, Apple, British Petroleum, so on and so forth. Okay, those are companies I like. I buy them just before they pay out a dividend because a dividend forces the stock to go up. It has a tendency, not guaranteed, it has a tendency to increase in value before the dividend. After the dividend is paid, it has a tendency to go down. So I don't really want to collect the dividend because if I collect a dividend, well, I know the stock's going to go down. Because it's not guaranteed. Nothing is guaranteed except for death and taxes. See you tomorrow. Yes, you will. There must be a screening tool or a filter the stocks you can prefer. Yes, there are. So let's keep on going. Jasmine Odin. Sorry for the typos. Use a tablet. Okay, whatever. Why not just get some meme coins on Pump Fund? I don't do coins. I guess that's probably your answer there. Okay, I'm old school. I like dividend stocks. I like consistency and predictability. Meme coins, there's no consistency, there's no predictability, and there's no, what's that other word? Oversight? That right? Okay, no Garza. Okay, we already looked at Coles. Do you trade Forex? Nope, just stocks. Okay, thanks, James. I'll move on. I appreciate that. When you look here, when you look here at the chat, your monitor behind will turn black. Okay. All right, whatever. All right, we're look at Coles. First time here. You speak of success, but you talk of losses. Dude, I haven't talked of one loss yet, dude. Okay, Mr. Bluestone. I haven't said any losses yet. Anyway. Can I do MU? MU is Micron. Okay. What do you have waiting to expire for tomorrow? Oh, holy cow. What do I have waiting for tomorrow? Advanced Auto Parts, CVS, Halliburton, Home Depot, Harley Davidson. In that account, in this account, we have Advanced Auto Parts, Macy's, MPW, and Riley. In this account, we'll get to that one later. But that's what's going for tomorrow. Now let's do Micron. MU. Now Micron, we're having to look at it for next week because we're looking for the bottom. As you can see, we're going to take a look at it closely. Hold up. 5 things I want to see. The high, the low, where was it, where is it, what's the direction? Up, down, up, sideways. It's currently at 98. Mr. Bluestone, but you talk about losses not meant to be negative. Okay, I also talk about profits too. Okay, so Mr. Bluestone, losses are part of the game. No, I don't always take a loss. I very rarely ever take a loss. All right, MU, Micron. It's currently at 99.65. The 100s, they're going for 159. That is well over 1%. There's no Bluestone at the cave. Okay. Whatever. So, let's take a look at the chart. Just because the option looks good and it's over 1%, is it the right time to buy Micron? Because that always goes hand in hand. Just because the numbers look good doesn't mean it's the right time. And we look at the like 4 different charts to decide whether or not we like it. So, first and foremost, the high. The low, where was it? Where is it? What's the direction? Up, down, sideways. Well, we're currently at 98. Well, let's take a look. The low of the year, 73.31, and that was back in December of last year. The high of the year, 157.73, and that was towards the end of June. All right. Now, the last 90 days. Last 90 days gives us an idea of what we, the investors, are looking at. Okay, she went down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Now she's coming down, so it doesn't really look that favorable at this moment in time. Let's zoom in, take a look at the last 30 days, because the last 30 days gives us a better, closer vision of what's actually happened. What happened last week? What happened this week? What do we think is going to happen next week? Well, look at the pattern. Okay? Down, up, down, up, down. It's not quite finished coming down because you have a 30-day bottom here and you still have more room to go here. So Micron is going to be on our list to keep our eye on it because as soon as it finds a bottom, okay, just like this, see, found the bottom, turned around, went up. As soon as it finds the bottom, turns around, that's where I want to jump in. Invest right. Any thoughts on why Warren Buffett has bought DPZ and Pool? DPZ and Pool. I'll check that one out and I'll add it to my list. All right, so let's keep on going. Oh, so anyway, yeah, we are going to keep our eye on Micron for the next few days. So as soon as she finds the bottom, turns around, I want to see what the numbers look like because right now the numbers are close to 1.5%. Now, I like 1.5%. Okay? You could say I'm a teacher. I sit here teach every night. I like to think I'm a teacher. Now, I wouldn't go to school to be a teacher because they get underpaid, and over the amount of time you got to put in to get your degree to become a teacher. No thanks. All right, we already looked at Mickey D's. My friend, what do you think about Chipotle? Is that GME? GME? No, that's GameStop. Uh-oh. What's Chipotle? CPX? No. I don't know what. I used to know what it was. Let's keep on going. XRP? No. What about Chipotle? I don't know the ticker symbol for Chipotle. He sold tons of Apple. Yeah, I get that. I actually have some Apple at the moment. AT&T, we already looked at that. The numbers are horrible. So, how are you making the money from the dividends? Anthony, I'm not making money from dividends. Hold on a second, Anthony. I think I get to give you an explanation here. Anthony, when I say dividend investing for weekly cash flow, you see these little green dots on this screen? Each one of these green dots, CMG. Thank you. CMG is Chipotle. CMG. Hey, Anthony, are you ready? All these little green dots, you see them all? Those are all companies. Let me read you a few. Kinder Morgan, Ford, ExxonMobil, Archer Daniels, Target, Aflac, Newmont, Johnson & Johnson, Visa, IBM, Siri, UPS, Hershey's, Walgreens, Chevron. You've heard of all of them. These little green dots represents the EX date. There are 4 dates to remember. Listen closely. Date number 1, the announcement date. Hey, this is James from AT&T. We had a very nice week, and a very nice year last year. We actually have a dividend coming to you of $83.63. Blah, blah, blah. It's the announcement date. Date number 1, the announcement date. That's when the company tells you what the dividend was and when it's going to be paid. The announcement. The second date to remember is the EX dividend date. Okay, Flock Queen, I don't want to hold more than 5 days. Okay, the longest I've ever held anything was 9 months. Not that I wanted to. I bought a stock, it dropped, and I just held on to it until it came back. Date number 2, the EX dividend date, represented by the little green dots, is the last day the stock trades before a dividend is paid out. Date number 3, the date of record. Whoever owns the stock on the date of record is entitled to the dividend. Date number 4, the payment date. Self-explanatory, it's when you get paid. 4 dates: announcement, EX, date of record, payment date. Drew a blank there for a second. So, if the stock has a tendency to go up before the dividend date, Gallant, nice to see you. If the stock has a tendency to go up before the EX date, well, I want to buy it before the EX date, preferably 2 weeks on a Monday before the EX date. Give it 2 weeks to make that 1% move. That's all I'm looking for is 1%. Okay? So if I buy it at $100, I sell it at $100, and I make a $1 profit, well, $1 profit off of a $100 trade is 1%. Sorry if it's not enough for you guys. I mean, this is boring shit. You can go all the way back to, hold on a second, let's check this out. Some of you have seen it, some of you have not. Okay, this is one of my websites, The 10-Minute Trader. If you go up to my bio over here, you'll click on that. My website, The 10-Minute Trader. You can do research on Google. How long has James owned The 10-Minute Trader? About 20 years. These are all the trades I've made so far this year. Okay? Every single trade I made is on here. Just click on one and then you get to read it. Okay? AEO, Albemarle, Macy's, Lowe's, Marathon, Walgreens, Bitto, and Albemarle again. Okay, that was for the week 18. The 5th week, the 2nd quarter. There's 4 quarters, 13 weeks, 12 months, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, if you come all the way down here to the very bottom, see, week 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, just below week number 1. Slide down a little bit. I've been doing this online, showing people how I do this. since August 31st, 2011. So you'll see these little things all over the place on my old websites. See them? Okay? That's how many times, that's how long I've been doing it. Well, I started a long time ago. It's only since TikTok allowed me to go live that the other ones allowed me to go live also, and that's why I'm here sharing with you guys, because I'm not guaranteed tomorrow or the next day, but I like to leave my knowledge behind, and that's what I'm doing here. You may think I'm doing it for you guys, but I'm not. I'm doing this for my children and my grandchildren and my great-grandchildren, because YouTube will hold on to these videos for a long time. And then I have every single video that I have done since 2013. So I'll put those into a nice little archive somewhere, and then my grandchildren can take a look at it and say, hey, Grandpa knew his shit. That's why I'm doing it. I'm more or less documenting what I'm doing, sharing the information. Okay, some of you want to follow along? Great. I have a morning trading group for those of you that are serious about your trading. Okay, so let's keep on going. Rude Dude, you bought ACHR in 22 and bought to break even finally. I'm sorry, I shouldn't laugh on that one. So how are you making money from dividends? So Anthony, hopefully that answered the question. I'm not looking to collect the dividend. If the stock goes up before the dividend is paid, that's what I want to collect. I want to collect the profit going into the dividend, and I want to get out before the dividend, because after the dividend date, stocks have a tendency to go down. Okay, there's a lot of people out there like me buying a stock just to collect the dividend. They collect the dividend, they get out, they move on to the next stock. It's called dividend capturing. That strategy has been around since the 1600s. People will buy a stock, collect the dividend, sell the stock. How to get involved on the trading group. Everaldo de Fuentes. Oh, ¿qué pasa, amigo? ¿Cómo estás de? See? Okay. How do you do that? Well, you go to, you're on YouTube. There should be a link in the bio that bring you to The 10 Minute Trader, which is my website. Okay, it looks like this. The 10 Minute Trader. From Brazil. Ooh, que pasa? Oh, wait a minute, Brazil. They speak Portuguese there. Sorry, I don't know any Portuguese. But anyway, right there, live trading. You click on that. That takes you to Patreon, Dividend Stock Talk. There you go. That's what my live trading is. Every morning I send out a link, a Zoom call, and we do it live so you can actually watch exactly as I am trading. All right, get out of that. Let's go back to here. Okay, so Anthony, Anthony, I hope that answered your question. I'm not looking for capital appreciation. I'm not looking for the dividend. I'm looking for the premiums right here. So if I buy it at $30.98, this is GameStop. If I buy it at $30.98, I can sell somebody the rights, not the obligation, the right to buy it. That means they can buy it if they want, they don't have to. But for that privilege, they are going to pay me $1.98 per share. Now, $1.98 per share on a $31 stock, that's a 6% return. 6% return. Okay? A 6% return for 1 week. See, this says November 29th, which is tomorrow. That's 1 day. 6 December, that's next Friday. It's 8 days away. 13 December, okay, that's 3 Fridays away, or 15 days. 20 December, that's 4 Fridays away, 22 days. So the numbers are right there. Okay? Am I making what I'm looking for? I'm looking to make 1% a week. If I do this trade right here, buy it at $30.98, sell it at $31, pick up $1.98. If the stock is above 31 come Friday, well, I don't have that stock anymore. Sorry, this is just translated in India. Okay. All right. So that being said, that's what I'm doing. That's why I buy it at the current price, sell a covered call, collect the premium, and then move on to the next company. Okay, I'm not looking for capital appreciation. I'm not looking for the stock to go higher and higher. Can we see DPZ? DPZ. What the heck is DPZ? Hold on, I'll write it down. DPZ. All right, so that's GameStop. Last 90 days for GameStop. Yeah, hell no. Look where it is. Okay? That high, there's going to be some profit taking. And there could very well be. I have no desire to I have no desire to ride that pony. It's at the high of the year. No, thank you. Okay, okay, got that one. AT&T, looked at that one. Okay, got that one. Richie, DJT, not 20 years old. Okay, Born 89, PLTR, no dividends, no thank you. If you don't want the stock to go up, okay, Anthony, what I'm looking for is after there's profit taken, the stock comes down. Okay, it consolidates down here, and then people start buying it again, and then it goes up. Well, that's what I'm looking for. Right here is the high. I will take a look at this thing again in 3 weeks, wait for the profits to take. By the time it gets back down to here, it will probably be ready for me to trade it. That's me. Okay, I'm looking every single day, twice a day. Now, do I normally do that? No. I only look twice a day because of you guys. Okay, I normally just watch my account 15, 20 minutes a day. That's it. Get in, make my trades, get out. Simple, safe, predictable, consistent. That's what I'm looking for. Now, when I say twice a day, well, I look at it in the morning, and then I'm here again with you guys at night. Do I look at my account at night? No, I don't. I only look at my account in the morning. Dillard's, I don't know what the ticker symbol is. Rudy M, I don't know what the ticker symbol is for Atari. Milton Rodriguez, NATO? Is it NATO or NTAP? NATO. NATO. No options, no thank you. NTAP, NTAP. Okay, now I wasn't quite sure if NTAP is actually on my list. So let's find out what kind of dividends they pay. Now, to find that out, I go to Yahoo Finance. And Yahoo Finance gives me the dividends. Well, here's the dividends for NTAP. 2013. That's 11 years. So when I say I want 20 years, 2 decades, 20 years, NTAP only has 11. That's a no. Okay, TJ Storm, ELV. What the heck is ELV? ELV. Evidence Health. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 14, 11. 13 years. Not quite 20 years. Tesla has no dividends, Taz. Sorry. NTAP. Oh, I looked at that one. Tonix Pharmacy. Never heard of it. Cardano. What are your thoughts? Okay, B. Witty, you actually got to give me the ticker symbol. Never heard of that company before. Can we look at BN? What the heck is BN? BN. Brookfield Corporation. I'm going to say no. Now, they've been around for quite a while. BN, Brookfield. Okay? Now, Brookfield, take a look at the numbers. 1995, 2 cents. 1996, 2 cents. 1997, 2 cents. 1998, 2 cents. 1999, 2 cents. 2000, 2 cents. 2001, 2 cents. 2002, 2 cents. 2003, 2 cents. 2004, 2 cents. 2005, 2 cents. That's 11 years, no increasing in their dividends whatsoever. Hell no. Okay, I'm not giving somebody my money for them to just sit on and do nothing with it. That's just my opinion. Okay, so let's go back to here. I bought small M. WTI was a mistake, but a small one. Berkshire Banks Oil Brookfield. Okay. What did I do for work? I owned a manufacturing company. Thoughts on alchemy? ACH. ACH. No options, no thank you. I can't understand this options dividends. How you making the money? Okay. What about BRK? Anthony, hold on a second. BRK. Berkshire Hathaway, no dividends, no thank you. Sorry. Anthony, let me see if I can explain this to you. All right? Anthony, let's imagine, if you will, you got an old Buick station wagon in the side yard and you want to get rid of it. You push it out to the front lawn, you slap a for sale sign on it, $2,500. Great. Tom down the street stops by and say, Anthony, I like your wagon. About time you're selling it. Let me give you $250. Hold it for me until Friday. If I come back on Friday, I will give you an additional $2,500. That's what you want for the car. The $250 is just for you to hold it for me. Friday comes along. He either shows up, gives you the $2,500, and you got the $250 that he gave to you on Monday. I need to AFK because I need, okay, whatever. Or he comes back on Friday, or he doesn't come back on Friday. He says, fine, sell it to someone else next week. The $250 is the premium, just for you to hold it for him until Friday. Now, you already own the car. It's already yours. You're not out any money other than the money you bought it for, however long ago you bought it for. Okay, you put it on your front lawn. Somebody says, hey, hold it for me till Friday. Take this 1%, $250, and hold it for me. Actually, wait a minute. That's 10%. 1% would be $25. But you kind of get the idea. Okay? If you own something or you buy something and then you let somebody give you a small amount of money to hold it for you until Friday, because we're only doing weekly options. 29 November, that's tomorrow. No sense doing any of those tomorrow because they're basically worthless because they expire tomorrow at 2 o'clock. Now, the market's open tomorrow, but only until 2 o'clock. So it's no sense on even looking at those. But next Friday, the 6th of December, well, great. Let me take a look at Macy's. Well, Macy's is $16.10. All right? $16.10 per share. Okay, great. So let's buy 100 shares. Then I'm going to sell them to somebody else at 16, basically the same amount I paid for it. All right? I'm going to get 40 cents a share. Now, let's do a little bit of fancy math. See if you understand it. Bring up my calculator. All right. I'm going to show you the fancy math, and then we'll go from there. Well, right now, the purchase price is $16.10 per share. So, if I'm going to buy 100 shares, okay, $16.10, multiply 100 shares, that equals $1,610, okay, for 100 shares. If I take those 100 shares, sell one contract, covered call at $16, okay, I just bought it at $16.10. Now I'm selling it at $16. For that privilege, someone is going to pay me 40 cents a share just to hold it until Friday, which means I can't sell it until Friday. It means I took money on it. I am holding it for this person. Let's call him Tom. Tom gave me 40 cents a share. Well, 40 cents a share on 100 shares is only $40. But that's not what we're looking at. Okay, don't think of that at the moment. What we're thinking about is we're buying the stock at $6.10. We're selling it at $16. We're losing 10 cents right off the top. So we're going to take that 10 cents out of the profit. So instead of walking away with 40 cents a share, I'm walking away with 30 cents a share. Okay. So 30 cents a share, and we're going to divide it by the purchase price. Oh, the strike price, the 16, because we already subtracted the 10. So divide it by 16, and that's a grand total of 1.85%. Do you understand what 1.85% every week is? So 1.85% every single week, well, we multiply that by 52, because there's 52 weeks in a year. That comes to a grand total of 97%. That's almost doubling your money. If you can get 1.8% a week, then it's almost 97% per year. It's almost doubling your money. So what am I looking for? I'm looking for a good quality company. Is Macy's a good quality company? Well, it's been around for over 100 years. I missed all these questions. All right, back to where we are. I need a broker. Chipotle. We're looking at Chipotle. All right, Biking Blues. Hold a second. All right, so anyway, Anthony, buying a good company, selling somebody else the rights, not the obligation, to buy it from me at the exact same price I just paid for it, and they pay me a premium. If the premium is more than 1%, then yes. Then I want to take a look at the chart. Is the chart telling me it's the right time to buy? Okay, we're going to take a look at DPZ in a minute, all right? We have other people that we're chatting with. So there's a couple of questions you need to ask yourself, Anthony. Number one, does it make sense? Number two, do I like Macy's? Macy's has been around for over 100 years. You can't buy name recognition that Macy's possesses. All right. That being said, if I like it, great. If not, okay. Joel, sir, can Tonix Pharmacy stock could go up in the future? It could. I've never heard of them, but okay. Jessup, what's happening? In Few Chains, what you doing? Okay, Joe, I haven't forgot you. We are going to look at QCOM in a bit. Isidro, Chipotle, we're going to take a look at that in a little bit. Okay, we looked at Biking Blues, Otis. Isn't Otis a monthly optionable stock? It is. Sorry, dude. Monthly options just don't work for me. Cardano, Be Witty. You actually got to give me the ticker symbol. I've never heard of them. You are pretty much behind in your questions. Yes, Alex, I know that. Okay, I got 6 channels going. Got Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, 2 YouTube channels, and 2 TikTok channels. So yeah, I got a lot of questions coming at me from different directions. Thanks, 86. Safety, predictability, consistency, and what was the fourth? Simplicity. Simple, safe, predictable, consistent. Decided we'll take a look at that one. Day trend trading. Yeah, no. WHR, that's Whirlpool. WHR. Okay, Whirlpool. Interesting. 118. Yeah, I'm going to say 111. Okay. A year ago was sitting at 109. The top of the year was in December at 125. One hike for the trader. Bottomed out the end of May at 84.37. Look at the last 90 days. A nice upward trend. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Now she's coming back down. Here's the high of the 30-day period and the 90-day period. She's getting ready to come back down again. So, Whirlpool, not this week. Okay, it's really easy to see. Look, here's your 30-day bottom. Here's your 30-day top. What usually happens after a 30-day top? Well, there's usually profit taking. Not always, but usually. Will Alibaba go up? Could very well be. All right, we already looked at Mickey D's. Okay, Mickey D's is a no this year. CMG. All right, CMG. Why not? Now, Chipotle doesn't have dividends, so it's usually going to be a no, and it is a no only because it's at a 30-day high. Okay? 30-day bottom, almost 30 days ago. 30-day high, well, that was Tuesday. What usually happens after a 30-day high? Stock has a tendency to come down. Insight, we'll take a look at Bank of America. Hold on. BAC. All right. CMG, already looked at that one. It's all Ali. Alibaba. I don't think they have a lot of dividends, to be totally honest with you. Let's take a look. BABA. Let's take a gander at Alibaba and see what kind of dividends they have. Yeah, I remember this too. Yeah, no thank you. All right. Alibaba has 2 dividends. That's it. Only 2. When I say 2, you're forgetting the word decades. 2 decades, not just 2 decades. Alrighty. TNXP. What the heck is TNXP? Tonix Pharmaceuticals. No, dude, it's 18 cents a share. How can that possibly have 20 years of increased dividends? It's at 18 cents. That's no. That's a no, hell no and a half. All right, let's take a look at QCOM. Interesting. Okay, quickly, QCOM. High, low, where was it? Where is it? Up, down, sideways, 157.95. The 158's threat, no 158, so the 157.5, 194. So that's a yes. I like that number. Just because the number looks good, what's the chart telling me? Well, the chart's telling me the high, the low. Where was it? Where is it? Up, down, sideways. Okay, let's zoom in, take a closer look. The last 90 days, that gives me an idea of patterns. What kind of patterns are there? Okay, down, up. They're a lot tighter. Look at this. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. See? Now it's coming down here, searching for a new bottom. Okay, last 30 days. Here you go, last 30 days. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Okay, yeah. So we're going to put QCOM down, and I'm hoping within the next couple of days it should look good. QCOM. All right. AMD deals for you. Okay, I already looked at AMD. Okay, Advanced Micro Devices, no dividends, no thank you. Do you pay fees? Well, everyone pays fees. Do you ever try to get 2% a week, or do you think that's greedy? I'm going to agree with you 100%. Now, when I tell people I'm just looking for 1% a week, they look at me crazy. Well, 1% a week is 50% per year. And if you took a look at my accounts here, okay, you'll see that this account here has got 168,000. This one has 167. This one has 130. You add them all up together, 1% a week. That's a big fat chunk of money. Okay, 50% a year. That's a big fat chunk. Do I need it all? No, I don't. You get to a certain point. I think it was an Arnold Schwarzenegger movie. I forget what it was called. Conan the Barbarian. There's a time in a life where jewels lose their luster. Money loses its meaning. That's where I'm at. I don't have the lust for money anymore. If I have a bill and it gets paid, I'm good to go. Ooh, 1970s, Kwai Chang Kang said, with plenty of food and plenty of work, one is already rich. What do I need money for? Anyway, you like Nike? BK, yes, Nike, NKE. Okay, take a look at Nike. Here's the high way over here, back in December. Just around the Olympics, big drop. Here was the bottom. Back up, back down. Look at the movement we're currently in now. 78.39. The closest one is going to be the 78. That's 112. The 79 is going for 72 to 83. You might get it. But the 78, take off 49 off of this. Yeah, you're barely getting your 1% there on the 78s. So let's take a quick look. Okay, the high, 123.63, bottomed out way back in August at 70.98. Look at this right here. The last 30 days. Yeah, it looks like she's coming back down again. 30 days ago was the 30-day high. Then she drops, pulls up. Look at this. One gap, two gap. Yeah, this thing's going to start coming down. In my humble opinion. I could be wrong. I have been wrong once or twice. I have no problem admitting it. ADM, Joe Sullivan, come on, you know. Okay? Archer Daniel Midland, that is a dividend king, ADM. There's a huge difference between ADM and AMD. AMD is Advanced Micro Divisions, that's a no. But ADM, Archer Daniel Midland, that is a dividend king. They've increased their dividends for more than 5 decades. But I don't think the premiums are that great. Okay, let's quickly check the dividends. 54.33, the 54s go for 85 cents. Well, hell yeah, that looks good. I missed some questions. Yep, I missed a bunch of questions. All right. Okay, Sidro, Chipotle, we already looked at that. Taz, eBay, Tesla. No, I don't do Tesla. Only reason is because Tesla does not have dividends. No dividends, no thank you. Okay? No weekly options, no thank you. Right now we're looking at Archer Daniel Midland. Okay, the high was at 77. She drops, big drop. Okay, up, sideways, down. We're bouncing off the bottom here. Looks like it was 49. Now we're at 54. Well, the 54 is going for 85. The 55's not quite there. But that 54.33, take off 33 off of that, that is 52. Okay, yeah, you get your 1% out of the 54s. All right, so let's take a look. Okay. XRP is going to be a no. Chris, I want to take a look at Walgreens. Give me a minute. WBA. We looked at Dell already. We looked at QCOM. MDT. All right. What is that one? WBA. All right. Okay, Archer Daniel Midland. Here's the high, here's the low, the last 90 days. I hate it when it does that. Okay, look at your last 30 days. Here's your high at 57, 58. Drops down here to 49. Nice run up to 54. A nice steady incline to the upside. Well, that's yes. What does a stock normally do this time of year? For that, we need the seasonality chart. Okay. You can't mistake that. That's a nice little upward move. Look at that. Nice, steady upward trend to the end of the year. So we have between now and the end of the year, and this thing slowly goes up. Now, that's historical performance. That doesn't guarantee that that's what it's going to do. All it says is that's what it's done over the last 10 years. And if the company doesn't come up with something new every single year, well, there's no reason whatsoever that that should ever change. Okay, if it goes up at the end of the year, well, it should go up at the end of every year. That's what we like seasonality for. Okay, let's get out of there. Okay, so ADM, not bad. How's trading been for you? I've been doing this for about 20 years. My first 5 years weren't that great. So sell my Meta Image Good Coin. I have no idea what that means. I don't tell anyone what to do. Chris, you want to take a look at Walgreens? I actually have a whole bunch of Walgreens. WBA. Well, Walgreens, the high was at 27. That was back last December. I'm outside your house. Is this the wrong house? Yep, it's the wrong house, dude. Okay, big drop all the way down to here. Recently, we have a new 30-day bottom on the last couple of days. All right, let's get this out of the way. Let's take a look at this. The last 30 days. Okay, you really can't mess this up. What? 30 days ago, 940. Okay, she shoots up to 980, drops all the way down to 810 last Thursday. Friday was up, Monday was up, Tuesday a little pullback, Wednesday's up. So do you like Walgreens and do you like it at this price? That's a good one. XRP is going to be a no. Meta, can't help you out with that one. How's trading? Trading's been very good for me. I've been trading for a very long time. PAA, what is that? Plains All American? Big Brain, 338. Plains All American, PAA. Interesting. I'm going to have to say no, though. Because look at the last 30 days, dude. Up, down, up. Okay, yeah. It's at the high at the moment. I don't buy at the high. It just doesn't make sense to me. If you like it, more power to you. I'm looking for a safer trade. To me, that's not a safe trade. That looks like it's getting ready for profit taking. Look at all this space. The bottom is way over here. 1602. Look at where it is now. 30-day bottom, 30-day top. What do you think is going to happen next? Well, after a 30-day top, people start taking profits. I know I do. If I buy a stock at 1620 and now it's at 1820, that's a $2 increase. Well, a $2 increase doesn't sound like a lot to you, but it's around a 13% increase. Well, 13%, hell yeah, I'd do that. I'm only looking for 1%. This thing jumped 13% in a month. All right, PAA killing it. Yeah, okay. Please look at XRP and tell me what you think. Okay, you ready? Here we go. XRP. We can't find that symbol. Okay? That means it's a no. Besides, XRP is hasn't been around for 20 years. That much I do know. All right. ENB been solid with 6.8% dividends. All right, Big Brain. I appreciate your interaction, I really do. Okay, I prefer questions rather than statements. But you think ENB is a good deal because it pays 6.8% per year. Okay. I'm looking for 1% per week. That's 50% per year. Okay? So, I'm not quite sure what you mean. All right? So, if I put an ENB, okay, Enbridge, okay, Enbridge has monthly options. Now, I don't like monthly options for several reasons. Here's reason number one. Currently, this stock is at $42.90, right? Okay, so this option here, December 20, at 43, though there is no 43, but the 42.50 is going for $1. But I'm losing 50 cents right off the top. Okay, so if I buy it at 43, the closest one is going to be 42.50. Okay, that means I'm losing 50 cents. So I take the 50 cents off of the premium. Well, now I'm walking away with 50 cents on a $42 stock. But I have to hold it for 4 weeks. So I'm making 1% in 4 weeks? No, no, because if you add it up, that's 1% a month. 1% a month is 12%. If I did the covered calls, so I collect the dividends. Okay, great. I'm getting 6%, wonderful, 6.5%. Okay, great. And I do covered calls. I make 1% a month. Now that's 12%. 12 and 6.5. That's 18.5. Well, 18.5 might be good for you, but I prefer 50% because 1%. Okay, the option trade 1%, great, but you got to hold it for 4 weeks. If I do an option trade for 1 week, that's 52% per year. All right, so no. Okay, deals for you. AMD. Advanced micro divisions, no. Galance, ADM, we already looked at it. Okay, Enbridge is a no. I like Nike, of course I do. AMD, nope. How do you get that chart that shows the candles? Lane Pence, how are you today? You're new here. I'm good with names, so you're new here. How do I get the candle chart? Well, simple. You come up with the style, okay? Right there it says style. Chart mode, chart type. Okay? Bar chart. If you like the bar chart, okay? Okay, you have your lines. That's if you like the bar chart. Okay, now, or I could go and look at the line chart. Okay, just the line. The area. Okay, that's the movement. You can choose however you want to look at it. I like the candles. Okay? Okay, LOJ, Dow or Altria? Well, let's take a look at both of them. Let's see how quick we can go through these two. All right, Dow, D-O-W, D-O-W. Okay. 44.64, 44.75 to 45. Nope. No to Dow. Real quick. See? 44.75. The closest strike price is going to be 45. The 45 is going for 15 cents. We could all say it in unison. You ready? 1, 2, 3. Hell no. All right. All Altria. M-O. Altria is a no. It's at the high of the year. I don't buy at the high of the year. It just doesn't make sense for me. Sorry, it's actually that simple. Either makes sense or it don't. And it don't. So, sorry, LOJ, no to Dow, no to Altria. What about polka dots and sushi? Well, alrighty then. How often do you take losses if you even have using this strategy? Well, Mycoden, that's an interesting question. Let's get out of here. Let's go to account statement. Account statement, profit and losses. Let's go all the way back to January 1st. Okay. So, if you take a look at this column over here, okay. Profit and losses year to date. You see those? Number 1, well, I still own it, so I haven't taken a loss. Number 2, still own it, haven't taken a loss. Number 3, still own it, haven't taken a loss. Number 4, still own it, still own it, still own it. I have 0 losses in this account for the year. In this one. Now this account here, let's go all the way back to, okay. All right. Okay, here's one loss here, actual loss. Here's another loss here, actual loss. Another one, 1, 2. So, holy shit, we lost 5,000 on Marathon? Holy shit. Imagine that. I lost $5,000 on Marathon. Well, that's gotta suck. Alright, so I lost 684. No, wait a minute, I still own that one. So I lost 120 and then 28 bucks. Walmart and Ford. That one, I have to check into that one. Marathon? Wow. Wow. So, yeah, I don't usually take losses. All right, let's get out of here. All right, let's get back to where we were. Polka Dot Sushi, how often do I take losses? Very rarely. How you may have spoken on it, so your KHC with recorded dividends is tomorrow. Okay, KHC. KHC. Heinz Ketchup. All right. Currently at $31.97. The 32 is going for 14 cents. We're going to say no only because the current price is $31.97. The closest strike price is going to be 32. That's only 14 cents a share. That's not even 0.5%. But for some of you who want 0.5% every week, that's still 24% a year, 25% a year. If you're okay with 0.5% a week. Okay, I don't mind KHC. It's a good company. It's been around for a while. Let's keep on. Ooh, holy cow, it's 11 o'clock. Lane, how are you seeing the candles like that? Oh, I already showed you that one. MSTR, no dividends, no thank you. CMG, we already looked at that one. Sorry. I have a little of everything. Cool beans, Rich. Amy, hi James. A question. Where to learn option trade? Whoa, now that's a tough question, Amy. Because let me show you something right here real quick, because you probably don't know. Now, this here, you ready, Amy? These are all the option strategies here. I'm sure there are other ones that are not on here. But take a look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. 17 different option trading strategies. But there's actually more. Because this one here has 3 separate ones. This one here has 4 separate ones. And this one down here, look at all of them it has. So there's literally a whole shitload of option strategies. So my question to you would be, Amy, which option strategy do you want to learn? There's a reason why I only teach one option trading strategy here. Because my assumption is most people that come here are beginners. And some people that come here, they may not be beginners, but they're enticed or they're interested in 1% a week, which comes to 50% per year. That's also interesting. If I taught all of these trading strategies, most people would be confused as hell and they wouldn't hang out. So I only teach one for free. You're getting this one for free. And this one, the covered call, averages 1% a week. Well, that's over 50% per year. And if you're not okay with 50% per year, I really can't help you out with that one. You know, it is what it is. It's simple, it's safe, it's predictable, it's consistent. If you do it right, there's no way to lose. Unless you believe in, magically Coca-Cola will disappear overnight or Ford will fall off the face of the earth. Probably not, but, there is a chance where things can go south. All right, we kind of. Is the only strategy you use, or do you ever put money into stocks for long-term investment? Hell no. Okay, Mycoden. I don't have long-term investments. I don't even own a house. Reason being is I have all my money working for me. Okay, I have plenty of money working for me. Why do I want to do something else that goes against what I'm doing? I don't have any long-term investments. John, I thought the EX dividend date was the same as the date of record. John, they are nowadays. Okay, but years ago. Oh, wait a second. Check this out. You'll like this one, John. Okay. Now, these are all EX dates up here. Down here, it says the stock symbol, dividend amount, dividend announcement date, EX dividend date, dividend date of record, and payment date. So, if you take a look at the EX date and the date of record, it's the exact same day. Well, that's this year. Well, let's change it to last year. Okay. EX dividend date, 11/22. Date of record, 11/24. So last year, it was 1 or 2 days apart. This year, they've changed it. So the EX date and the date of record is the same date. So yeah, it used to be different days. Well, now with the internet and all the supercomputers and all that stuff, it's the same date. Rismas, let's go. Rismas, I have no idea what that means. Happy Turkey Day. Skip Bayless, will do. Creator, it's really simple, people. Gallant, thank you. Best teacher, thank you. Do you just cut and paste that info from TOS? I have no idea what you mean. Skoll? Flash frozen. Skoll. I don't think I've ever looked up Skoll. Skol. Can't find that simple. Sorry. Lance, how are you today? Glad viewers get to be part of it, though. All right, Alex, I try to answer all the questions as best I can. Flash frozen 1% a week. Yep. Bama Redneck. Hey, dude, you're just getting here. Nice to see you. Angel Gomez. Any mentors? I mean, have I had mentors? Not really. I mean, I've read some books. What in the dork are we doing? Oh, I've never heard that saying before. What in the dork are we doing? Okay. Atari. Rudy, Atari, really? A-T-R-I? Uh-oh. A-T-A-R-I. I don't even think that's a symbol, is it? Hell no. Yep. All right. Anthony, glad it's working out for you. Hey. Why stock people so scared of future? XRP cult member. Why are stock people scared of the future? I'm not scared of the future. Okay? I embrace the future. I love the possibilities that we have coming our way. However, I'm not taking all my money out of something that's safe, predictable, and consistent, okay, to put in something that's untested. I have no desire to go back to work. I was filling up my van one day, and I was talking to this guy. He's driving a Cadillac, beautiful black Cadillac. He was sharp looking, nicely dressed, had his name on his jersey. You looked like he was like a valet or a page or something. But I asked him, I says, you just coming home from work? He says, yeah. I said, if you don't mind ask, how old are you? 84. I said, oh, cool. So you got a job so you can get out of the house? The old lady nagging you? This is what I'm saying to him. He says, no, I have to work. I said, wait a minute. You're 84 years old and you still have to work to make ends meet? He said, yeah. Well, I said, hell no, I don't want to be in that position. So yeah, I'm not scared of the future. However, the future has no historic performance behind it. I'm 60 years old. No desire whatsoever to go back to work for someone else. Okay? So, I stick to what is... There's an old saying, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Now, XRP cult member, if you couldn't guarantee me a 50% income on anything that is based on the future and give it to me on a weekly basis or monthly basis, I can adjust my my spending habits to be monthly rather than weekly. I have no problem with that. But you can't, because the future is not guaranteed. The past, well, AT&T's been around for over 100 years. Ford, General Motors, Wells Fargo, Bank of America, Capital One Finance, Procter & Gamble, Home Depot, Lowe's, they've all been around for over 100 years. There's nothing wrong with the future, but nobody knows what's going to happen. I'm not scared of it. It's just that I have no desire to go back to work. Plain and simple. What do you think about SoFi? Hell no. No dividends? No thank you. Simple. So you're collecting premiums? Absolutely. Somebody gets it. Until when you... Wait a minute. VChen. Until when do you hold the weeklies? I buy them on a Monday and hopefully like to be out by Friday. Tony V. That's how people lost their money on Litecoin. Yeah, no thank you. I read Airline Spirit may file bankruptcy. So have I. I don't do that. It doesn't have 20 years of increased dividends, so it's not even on my list. Are you holding at least a week? Anthony, yes. Most of the time I am. Neo, what's up? What's up, Neo? Anthony, or until dividend pays out. Yeah, that too. Angel, how do you find the stocks that are dividend paying and when to take call? Okay, Angel, you ready? Dividend kings, dividend aristocrats, dividend champions, dividend contenders, Warren Buffett list. You go to Go to Google search. In the search bar, Dividend Kings list 2024, Dividend Aristocrats list 2024. That's 5 lists I gave you. That will give you 300 companies that have consistently increased their dividends. When do you take the call? Well, you got to take a look at what the chart's telling you. Okay, is the chart telling me now's a great time to jump in? Well, take a look. She goes up, pulls back, up, pulls back. Now she's going to the upside. Is that the right time to jump in? Yeah, of course it is. But this is not, because it's at the high of the year. Well, what do you think is going to happen at the high of the year? Well, people start taking profits. What do I think about Rio? Rio? R-I-O. Rio. Nope. Okay, who asked about Rio? Mike 71. Do you see this over here, Mike 71? This is monthly options. I don't do monthly options. They just don't pay the same. Now, Rio may be a great company, but I'm not going to look at it because it doesn't fit. Sean, so it's better to take it at the 52-week low. That's not what I said. Okay? What I'm saying is, look at the chart. The chart will tell you when to jump in. Here's the 30 is the high. Here's the low way over here. That's a no. I want it to turn around and start going back up again. Let's move it forward a little bit. Okay? Look right here. See the bottom? The bottom's right there. Get 1, 2, 3, 4 days going to the upside. Well, that's when I want to jump in, right there. When it hits the bottom, turns around and starts going back up again. Okay, if it's a good company, I'll keep my eye on it. I will basically look at when they are paying their dividends. See this week here? This is the second week. Oh, let's go to December. December. Okay. This is December. The first week of December. These are the only stocks I want to look at. Nordstrom's, Key, Halliburton, Bank of America, General Motors, Kimberly-Clark, Pepsi, and Waste Management. Those are the only ones I want to look at. I only buy 1, 2, maybe 3 stocks every week. Okay? I roll over what I have, and I sell what is not... I sell against what I'm holding. And if it hits my target, well, great, I'll pick up something else. But I only usually pick up 2 to 3 companies a week. So if I'm looking at these right here, Nordstrom's, Key, Halliburton, Bank of America, General Motors, Pepsi, Kimberly-Clark, Waste Management. One of those will be a good one to jump into. Those are the only ones I'm going to look at. I don't want to look at these. Not that they're not good stocks. It's just that the the dividend is too far out. I like to go 2 weeks in advance. Well, we're currently in the last week of November. So I want to look at the second week of December, okay? I want to take a look. What is coming available? Do they make the cut? Are they at the right place? What does the chart look like? Is the high over here and the low here and it's bouncing off of this and going back up? Well, great. That's what I want to look at. But I also want to look at the seasonality chart. What does the company normally do? Now look at this one. Okay, let's open this up a little bit bigger so you can really see it good. Okay, the blue line represents this year. Okay, this little blue dot, well, that's where we are right now. Now the red line represents 10 years worth of data. What I want you to look at is this section right here, from here to there. Because this is the fourth quarter, October, November, December. That's the last 3 months, the fourth quarter. So, from the beginning of the fourth quarter to the end of the fourth quarter, look at that movement in the last quarter. Okay, she goes sideways all the way up into the beginning of November. Then the beginning of November, she just shoots up. Well, that's what I'm looking for. Predictability, consistency, safety. Number one, safety. I want to make sure my money's going to last for the rest of my life. So if I make 1% every single week, that covers my bills. That's all I'm looking for. All right, no more stocks. We got 81 questions. Holy shit. Let me see if I can get to these 81 questions. Julie, we already looked at Kohl's, honey. Sorry. How many plays do you have going on at any given time? Okay, on it. Low J. Okay, Low J, I have 6 accounts. Because I have anywhere between 4 and 6 positions in each account. So that's like 20, 30 positions that I keep my eye on. BNO or BNS, never heard of either one of them, sorry. Covered calls is buy the stock, sell the options. Absolutely, Jeff. PONGF, never heard of it. Sorry, Rudy. Happy Thanksgiving. Hey, y'all, it's me, Ma. What's happening? Walmart's going to be a no. It's too high. So do you reinvest your dividends? Sean, I'm going to say yes. ICX, never heard of it. CIO, Tracy, how are you doing? It's almost 11:30. I have 81 questions to get to, so I'm just going to go really quick. If you guys really want to take a look at something, come back tomorrow night. What's your thought on Wisdom Tree? Never heard of it, Samuel. Sorry. Mark Carney running the portfolio after he left Bank of England. Doesn't mean anything to me. OPK. Freddie, how are you doing? Freddie, come back tomorrow night. We'll take a look at OPK. OPK. I wrote it down. We'll take a look tomorrow. Anthony, you got it? All right. All right. Cheers to Rolo. Verizon, huh? VZ. We'll take a look at that one tomorrow. MAGA Turkey for the win. Get in quick. Ted, PONG. Sorry, Rudy. What are the various downsides of this strategy? Okay, the downside for the strategy is the stock could drop and you could be holding it longer than you want to. But then again, why would you buy it if you don't want to hold on to it? Now, I bought Target last year at 135, okay, back in July. It dropped all the way down to 102. Okay, and I still owned it at 135, but the premiums weren't as good. So in November, was it October? I forget. I sold 112, the stock jumped up, and I lost a lot of money because I was in the wrong place and I didn't know what I know today. Now, if I knew what I know today, back then, I wouldn't have had the loss. So you always have to hold 100 shares of stock if you want to collect option premium. Okay, V Chen, 100 shares of stock equals 1 contract. Okay, so if you want to have, 1 contract, well, you need 100 shares. 5 contracts, 500 shares, so on and so forth. Nice, like an interest bonus. Yeah, Alex, kind of like that. What are you selling tomorrow? Low J, I don't sell anything on Fridays. Okay, Fridays, I take a look at what my positions. Now, on Monday, I got a bunch of positions. Okay, I think I got some Harley Davidson, Advanced Auto Parts, Chevron, CVS, Intel, those companies. I take a look at what did I buy them for? What option did I sell against them? Where is it now? What do I do to, number one, not lose any money? That's rule number 2. Never sell at a loss. Okay. What do I do for next week? What's the best play? Okay, I can't answer the question now without looking at the numbers in front of me. And we won't get the numbers in front of us until around 12, 1 o'clock tomorrow. Because tomorrow's going to be a short day, going to close at 2. So my live trading class is going to be at noon tomorrow. What do you think of dogs of the Dow strategy? I like that strategy, I do. But take a look at the consistency of the rate of returns. If you play the dogs of the Dow, what kind of rate of return are you getting? Now, the information, well, everybody knows what the information is. It's the dogs of the Dow. Okay, great. That's the information. What trading strategy do you use? When do you jump in? When do you jump out? Where's your safety margin? Where's the consistency? There's a lot of unanswered questions with the dogs of the Dow. What do you plan on doing with them? Let's keep on going. Why are we not discussing what happens when a stock goes up or down? Because you didn't ask the right question? So you need 100 shares? Okay, bump at the dump bump. Do you want to sell out of the money? Only if I'm getting a consistent 1%. Okay, now out of the money means I'm going to have to hold on to the stock longer. At the money, most likely I'll have all my money back and I get to do something else. Rich, you're making 2.2%. Awesome. Maybe you can pick out a Porsche for me. I know your wife is getting a Porsche. Why can't you get me one? How much are you going to pay in fees on the at trade? Well, let's see. All right, so this account here, where the heck is it? I'm trying to look at my profit and loss year to date. Net liquid value is over 40,000. Yeah. Okay, my total commissions and fees for this account here. Now, I made over $80,000 in this account. Okay, over 80 grand in this account. My fees are $2,119 so far for the year. Three trade day cause. I missed that question. Is Coca-Cola the best dividend stock? No. Because it really depends on what it is you're looking to get out of Coca-Cola. Now, Coca-Cola does have, longevity. It's been in business for over 140 years. It is all over the planet. It is the number one drink on the planet. However, the premiums are horrible. Benny, how much are you going to pay in fees? We just talked about that one. What are your thoughts on Wisdom Tree and EVGO? Okay, EVGO we already looked at. Wisdom Tree, never heard of it. Okay, what is the best dividend stock? Okay, see, Sean Lee, I have no idea what or how you categorize best dividend stock. Is it cheap? Is it high rate of return? Is it consistency in the profits in which it generates? There's a lot of unanswered questions or unasked questions in your question. What's the best dividend stock? Well, for who? Okay, are we talking about a 4-year-old? If I'm going to buy a 4-year-old a dividend stock, great. What one am I going to buy? If you're 80 years old, well, what one am I going to buy for you? Huge difference. What's the outcome? What am I looking for? What's the end game? A lot of unasked questions there, dude. All right, let's keep on keeping on. Mike Aden, can you explain more about how you sell a stock for a premium of 1%? Cheers to Rolo, Verizon. We didn't get a chance to look at that. Continue. I'm still learning. Okay. Unfortunately, I don't continue at 11:30 unless there's 200 or more people here, and there's only 107. So we're going to call it quits, but I want to answer all these questions for, holy shit, 94 questions. All right. Mike Aden, how do I get 1%? Simple. If I buy it for $100 and I sell it for $100, the premium I want to collect is $1. Simple, right? Let's go to Macy's. Real quickly. All right, here's Macy's right here. $16.10. What's 1% of $16.10? Well, that's 16 cents. What is the premium going for? The premium is going for 40 cents. That's 2.5%. Okay? So if I buy the stock at $16.10, sell the rights away at 16, I collect 40 cents. That's about 2%. Okay? Follow Live Creator. Continue, I'm still learning. Verizon, we'll have to look at that tomorrow. Lance Dean, wow. All right, SMCI, hell no. Rudy, never heard of it. SMCI, hell no. IB, nope. SMCI, nope. Moderator, SMCI, TD, Cool Beans, Pi Sol, no. Cool Cat, what do you think about CVE? Never heard of it. I've been in this for 3 years and it's not moving much in the last few months. Okay, dude, I don't hold anything for more than, the longest I've ever held anything is 9 months. Preferably, I like to buy it on a Monday, be out on a Friday. Preferably. Doesn't happen all the time. Doge, yeah, no, sorry. 71 TDs weekly, yep. Moderated, thank you. Yeah, 50% a year is pretty good if you think about it. Yep, kind of is. We'll go 75, never even heard of it. CVM, never heard of it. Silverstang, okay. On CVE, never heard of it. What about Coney? Hell no. All right, Natural, you like Coney, do yourself a favor. Okay? You don't have to if you don't want to. Check a look at the rate of returns you're getting for the year. Okay? Then take a look at the consistency in which they increase their dividends. And then come back to me. Pfizer, nice company. I like that one. In and out's how I play. Yep. Ooh, Humana, nice. CVE. Where do I find the dates for that company? Anthony, up on, see, if you have Thinkorswim, I know exactly where they are. Okay, on Thinkorswim. Okay, any other company, I don't know. I mean, any other platform, I don't know. Favorites, best dividend stocks. Macy's, Kohl's, Nordstrom's. Pfizer's nice. So on and so forth. How does selling in the money work? How do you lose money? Jigglypuff, hold on a second. I bet you got Coca-Cola. No, I don't. It's on my list, but I don't buy it. And there's a reason why I don't buy Coca-Cola. Okay, KO, here we go. KO, here we go. Okay, right now it's at 64.43. Okay, see it? Right over here, 64.43. The bid, 64.50. The ask, 64.58. Okay, so the closest one is going to be the 64. I'm losing 58 cents. You subtract that out of there, zero. The 65 is paying 19 cents. Why would I buy a stock at $64 and sell to get a 19-cent premium? That's not even 0.5%. No. Coca-Cola, the numbers just don't work. PBR, oh, is that peanut butter and royal jelly? Any small cap companies you're in? Yep. How does, okay, we already did that one. Anthony, yes, I do have Robinhood. Okay, I have Robinhood and Thinkorswim. Anthony, how are you finding your stocks weekly, and are you keeping the same stocks and setting options? Okay, Anthony, how do I find them? I go to Google. Okay, Dividend Kings, Dividend Aristocrats, Dividend Champions, Dividend Contenders, Warren Buffett's list. Those 5 lists. Okay, those 5 lists will give you about 300 companies that are consistently profitable and have weekly options. Where to find the dates for those companies? You put it into the calendar. Okay, the calendar on Thinkorswim will put those stocks where they belong, directly related to when they do their dividends. We're at 11:37. We're already past our time. Favorite best stocks, we already did that one. CVE. How does selling in the money work? Okay, yeah. Robinhood, wow, because they take dumb money. Yes, they do. Any small cap companies you're in? Yep. I use Robinhood. Yep. Oh, Honest Thoughts. Yeah, I did look them. Not really. Code for stake. I don't know what that means. He said something about Robinhood fees are too high. That's not what I said. Damn, been over 30 minutes and skipped over me. Okay, Noah, I have no idea what you're talking about. Okay? Oh, look at this. That's it. I'm at the end of the question. So, Noah, throw your question up there right now, and I will answer it right now, if you're still here. All right. IRC, Buddy the Elf, throw $10 in. Yeah, no. Cordell Carter, thoughts on XRP. XRP is not a dividend stock. Okay? The MacDog tutorial for Thinkorswim setup. Yep, that's on my in my YouTube videos. Getting familiar with Thinkorswim. Yeah, I made a video of that a long time ago. All right, we're past 11:30. It's Thanksgiving night. I'm out of here. Noah, I know you think I ignored you, but I didn't see a question in here from you. And I asked you to throw it up again, and you're not. Will AMC recover? Okay, AMC, I have no idea. I don't follow that one. Small caps doesn't give dividends. Well, some of them do. Okay, Jigglypuff. But say you sell in the money, do you collect a premium? And if it continues to go against you, the premium is yours as soon as you sell it. So if I buy a stock tomorrow, okay, Smokey Jones, we already looked at Nike. So if I buy a stock tomorrow and sell the covered call tomorrow, that premium will go into my account and I get to spend it tomorrow. That's the way that works. Okay, if the stock goes up or down, goes against you, well, that's an issue for another day. But remember rule number 1, never buy something you're not willing to hold on to long term. Thoughts on Walmart? Walmart is great, but not this week. It's at a high, and I don't buy at the high. Where is break even? Jigglypuff, that is an individual question for each and every stock. There is a break even. Where you buy, where you sell, what you have coming in, what you have going out. Thanks, bro. What are your thoughts on CESDF? It's a tech company and it's flying. Okay, Noah, I never heard of it. Let's take a quick look. CEFDF. CEFDF. Can't find that symbol, dude. CES. Oh, CES. CES. DF. No options. Noah, no options. No thank you. All right, that's it. Last question. I'm out of here. You guys have a great night. See you later. All right, I'm out of here. Come on, power off, power off. There we go, power off. Okay, you guys over here, have a lovely day. You guys, catch you later. And catch you guys later also. Ooh, look at 13,000. And I didn't think a lot of people were going to show up tonight. 13,000 people showed up tonight. Holy cow. And YouTube had 436. And you guys down